Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. In the last episode, we planned out this new port facility over here, and I thought there's a few things that we just need to have a bit of a look at if I wanted to pop in an extra facility here. So I do think I will need to bring these guys back. So I might have to just get a road depot free somewhere over here. Yeah, potentially I can just kind of pop them in there. That's going to be okay. I'll place them there, and presumably they should be able to get here pretty reasonably. Okay, so I'll get that assigned. I'll move them. Sorry, I'll grab them there and just move them in their entirety over here. So hopefully we'll be able to sort a few things out. What I thought I might do is, in order to put so I'll trim this back a little bit, and we'll put in a port. What is it called? Hang on, let me double check what it's called. Harbor. We'll put in a cargo harbor over here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all of these islands. Maybe I'll leave that one in there, but I'm going to generally remove these islands. We'll leave this one. And then that kind of becomes a massive bay here for this area. Maybe we'll just start off by just removing this one so that we can actually get the build in, and then eventually we'll remove the rest. I might not do all of them at once. I thought about putting in a rail construction office over here, because ultimately this is going to take a fair number of workers. So if I have a quick look over here, the dry dock takes about 500 workers, right? So it's going to take a number of workers. So I'm thinking we probably need the metro. Once we do the metro, so we've got a metro station there, maybe over here, depending on what we're going to end up doing over here. Then we'll run metro through there, probably this way, somewhere over here, over there, and then over here. So we'll do a loop metro here, a pretty substantial one. And in order for us to build that, we'll need rail construction that goes underground from somewhere over here, because I do want to make sure that is underground. Now, I thought I might squeeze it in here and use these facilities, but I think it's going to be too crowded if we even try it. If I have a look at rail construction, which is over here, rail construction. This is a large rail construction office, which I've used in the past. So the issue here is really that we need to tie into both this one and that one. That's going to have steel, but actually it needs more than just that. And that's why I think ultimately we'll place it on this side. This is the one that we've already got, which I think I might actually use this one to be honest. Is that underground? That's not underground, is it? I want to have a quick look. If I place that, that's not underground. Hang on. Let me have a look. If I go metro tunnel underground. Yeah, see, it's not that. It's not underground. It's not underground. If we go above ground and we put this one in there, there's some kind of issue here. You can do it on that side. You just can't seem to do it on this side. Can we if it's a, hang on, maybe it's a rail tunnel. The tunnel is above the terrain at some point. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it might just be a glitch in the mod there. But I'll leave it there. So what I'm thinking is forward construction might be in here, where we've got rail connectivity. We'll probably see about how we do that. And then we'll drop off a ton of different stuff. We'll do new concrete and asphalt and all kinds of stuff in this area over here. We will have to provide some road connections. Maybe this area is even better, but we'll have a bit of a look at that. So let's get our vehicles over here and see about getting that done. Now, once they're here, we'll sort out this area. We are running into problems with regards to power. And I think what the issue was regards to us building stuff over here and people not actually having a proper walk facility here. Now, what I will do is so I did add a few extra bits and pieces there. And once that's done, I'll try and get some of these sorted out, but let's get that assigned. I'm also pretty keen on getting this one built and assigned. So let's just make sure we get that assigned. And then ultimately I'll do that one as well. And we'll see about making sure that we've got all of these sections working. That's going to be almost done. There's lots of work underway here to try and get this one done. Lots of gravel still required, and then it will need a lot of asphalt. This is taking an enormous amount of materials to try and get these things built. And so we may not want to necessarily get everything done. This is going to be done pretty soon, I think. We don't necessarily want to, put asphalt on all of these roads. So I might just do asphalt up to about here, and then around this roundabout, and then we'll continue from there with gravel. This is asphalt up all the way to here now. We might now make a start into this area as we extend into this direction. We'll probably build up to here as well, and then continue along with one of those things that we just have to do. We are currently building all of these roads, and so we'll make a plan from there. Have our vehicles arrived? They're almost there. Then we'll quickly make a little bit of a start in this location to just finish off our planning here. We are missing oil. I've put the notification on there, and what? We're not missing oil. It's coming in thick and fast, really. I might drop that down even more. We don't need as much. We are exporting a fair bit. We don't need as much. I'd rather maintain a fair bit of this stuff as well. So let's drop that down to, say, 150. And for this line, just want to make sure we get the Zacto oil workers. I just want to go in there and just drop that one to 50 as well. Yeah, that should be about reasonable. So we don't want to bring too many workers up this way. We'd rather get them to go to a few other places. Now we've got a bit of a fire going on. Should be okay. Yeah, here we go. We've got this vehicle arriving. We've got some cisterns ready to go. Wow, that's an enormous amount of firefighters there ready to go. I must be afraid of fire, I think. All of these sections are... Why is this struggling? You should be able to get through here, right? Oh, you're slow. That's the issue. We're slow going into that area. Now, we have some vehicles here. I'm assuming one of them is going to go and get filled up. Yeah, there we go. He's going to go and get some fuel. That's the issue. Okay, now, what I want to do is we've got some vehicles available, so let's quickly see about just trimming this edge a little bit, and then from there we'll finish off. So let's see about. Well, we'll obviously want to smooth it out a fair bit, but if we do, yeah, I think that's probably going to be about it. And then if we smooth, actually, I do from the center. Yeah, that's the one. That's the tool that I want. We'll center it and we'll provide ourselves a little bit of room there. I think that's going to be sufficient to do that. At the same time, I'll clear out a bit of room over here. Missing gravel. So I'm hoping I can squeeze it in. I'm not going to necessarily, I might do this in between episodes. I just need enough room here to get it squeezed in, which it may be now. Let's just double check it. I want a harbor. I'm not too sure what I'm going to use the harbor for yet. Really? What's the issue here? But the idea is really that we would like it to be able to squeeze it in there somewhere. Okay, so there's a little something wrong here. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to level it out from this side. I think that might be pushing it into the right area. I think that might be what we need to do here. Now, if I grab that again, we really should be in a position where that's now going to work. Really? Some parts of this building are required to be in the water. Oh, it's that side. It's this side. It's a enormous thing there. I need to pull out at least the middle of that. Okay, that's the issue really. It's not this. So let's go and dig down as much as we can over here. Crane is waiting too long. Let's just double check that quickly. I don't want to have stuff. Okay, hang on. So these guys, for some reason, again, I don't know why they won't be working together, right? Oh, this guy is actually coming through this way, but it won't be able to do that. Oh, it's going to go straight through, and then this guy's going to get in. And then this guy is waiting. I don't know why. I mean, honestly, you're through on the other side, right? So what I think I should be doing is maybe adding... So that guy's built this, right? So what I can do is I'll do this. That's fine. And we'll do that one. On the other side here, again, I don't know why we have this as an issue, but let's place some pieces in there, and then hopefully that means this guy can continue on its journey. Oh, it's disappeared. Can you believe it? So what I'll do is I'll just place some stuff in there. Are these bridges built? They seem to be built. And is that done? Oh yeah, that's done. So there we go. Our bridge structures here are all done, and we've got a pretty nice gap in terms of getting the guys through here. Look at this. Look at this. Proper facilities here, man. Proper facilities. So that's good. That is all moving pretty nicely. Money is looking quite good. We're making $500,000 a month at the moment. So that's really good for us. That's really good for us. So it's just about making sure that we now expand our operations as best we can is really what I think we need to be looking at here. Okay, so now with this guy here, I'm still needing to quickly drop this down even more. We don't have a lot of these guys available, and if I try and center from here, oh, that's actually better. That's actually a little bit better, I think. Goes a little quicker. I think it's a combination, to be honest. Just doing both of them. I'm gonna remove the entire thing, this entire island, so that we've got the maneuvering room here. I might leave the other islands, but what we're gonna do as a starting point, we're just gonna leave. We're just gonna see about getting sufficient room in here. We may be getting quite close to enough room now. Maybe we're there. Let's have a double check of it. Over here, we are fairly close, I think. Fairly close. It's somewhere over here it'll work, I think. Yeah, we're quite close now. We're quite close now. Let's just keep going. Now only one, I think. Two. Okay, give it one more round back. Squeeze in that area over there. I think our initial ships won't be that big anyway, but like the 3-day isn't that big. Yeah, I might actually just get rid of this entire section here. And we may do the same thing on that side. Okay, well, let's see if that works. I still need a fair bit of stuff that I need to do here. So if we go back and there we go. Now what we need something. We need this to be kind of as far away as possible while connecting through there. I think this spot right about here. Train collision, cannot pass. That's probably all sorted out, right? Now you've sorted yourself out, so don't worry about it. So that's done in that location. So now the next thing I want to do is I actually want to build, because we need access here, I want to build, see if I can't get us slightly better so if I do that, right, and I try and raise our levels, what I might need to do is I might have to actually have to do a little bit of this, and we'll go as small as possible. I just need to make sure that we're leaving a bit of a room there. So just from the center here. Yeah, okay, hang on. Let's just make sure we are, in fact, yeah, see, that is going to be a problem for us, so we'll... Okay, that should be okay then. So if we do that, can we now keep raising the land here? Oh yeah, come on. Yeah, there we go. Give me a little bit more stuff, a little bit more room here. Get that slightly higher. Now, what's our height over there? 16, 8. Yeah, I think that should be reasonable. So what we're looking for is 16 on this side, and oh yeah, that's kind of about the right level. So let's raise it up here to about the 16 level. Right, there we go. Something like that. And then what I'm after is a smallish kind of building. Oh, probably not something like that. Probably something like this. Yep, perfect. There we go. So maybe something like that will work. Now what we'll need to do is get ourselves a little slither of road up here. There we go. And we'll get ourselves a little slither of road over there. And we'll need to get ourselves a little higher on this side. Ooh, and a fair bit higher on that side. So let's increase our height. Oh, actually, no, this is actually dropped down a little bit. Okay, that's fine. I think that should be okay. Maybe just a little bit higher over here. So let's do that. Let's up that a little bit. And what we'll do is we'll, from the center here, right? And then what we'll do is we'll try and get ourselves a little slither of road. Kind of in there somewhere. Okay, so that's kind of the idea. So if we do this, that'll work. And if we do that, it'll work. I think that's a reasonable, yeah, that's a reasonable bridge section there. So that gives us into the port. We could actually put a gate on it, to be honest. And what we'll do is we'll try and tie that in properly. And what we'll do is we'll try and get that a good access point there. So there we go. Now I'm quite comfortable with that. What we'll also do is we'll put a road section just on this side over here. And I think it'll probably start dipping down. So if we do that, let's just grab this guy, get it. Ooh, hang on. Let's try and line that up a little bit better. It's not quite what I had in mind. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we can certainly do a little bit better than that. If we do that section over there, it's good. I like that. I like that. And I'm ultimately a fan of grabbing it and putting it in. Ooh, let's get a proper square going there, and then we'll tie it in like so, and that's our access into the port. We can do some fancier stuff with it a little bit later, but I think that's pretty good. It gives us, and it probably gives us the ability to, which we will need to do actually. Let's quickly get rid of this section here. I'll put it back. So we will need to give ourselves a little bit more going there, and so that should give us access down this area. So let's make sure to provide ourselves with that access, and then we'll make sure to get our curved bridge in there that makes sure that we can still provide access to everything. I may quickly redo some of these sections here, so let's do that. Oh, I did now kind of get rid of most things there. Okay, and what I wanted to do was do sort of an access point there, because this one's going to be busier than the other one, to be honest. Okay, so there we go. I think that's going to be a reasonable piece. We're not going to have enough tutors and all kinds of other problems like that, but I think that's going to be reasonable, and it'll also provide us access into this area. So we'll see if we are going to make use of other road connections and things in here, but I think probably pretty good that. I might quickly redo this just a little bit. Similarly, actually, I might do the same thing here. I might actually make this a little bit lower and a little bit flatter as well. So let's just do that and just try and get ourselves the level from center, probably from around that mark there. We'll try and provide a little bit more in this area here. Maybe let's do a slightly lower area there. I think that's pretty good actually. So if we now similarly, we can do a little bit better on this side, I think, as well. So let's do that, and we'll try that one more time. Get it a little closer, center. There we go. Look at that. That's fine. We'll fix that, but I think that's about right there. Level that a little bit more. Yeah, that's okay. It's going to be fine. What's our level? I'm sorry, I'm just going to check the levels again. So that's 15.7. That's about a meter down. So I think that should quite comfortably work. What I will want to do, though, is try and get this nice and straight through there. So what I might do is I might trim this one back again and try it again. I might do a little bit of a raising here. Let's just level from center over there, so we get that working a little bit better, and we'll smooth this section out a little bit more. Let's level that a little bit more. There we go. So let's make sure to try and align that section like so. We'll try and get it nice and straight. We may not have this perfect. Ooh, hang on. Yeah, let's do that. And actually bring it forward a little bit more. Okay, if we do this and then we do, that's okay, that'll work, and then that'll work. It's pretty good, and we will then go about tying that in. There we go. So now that's looking reasonable. We will have access into here, into there from these bridge structures, where we can obviously still do another bridge on that side and maybe see about a connection over here. This will need some sort of connection, but it's not necessarily going to need a massive one, but it will need some sort of connection, so we'll keep an eye on that. But that's really the situation. So let's run that road out a little bit more, and then what we'll do is we'll tie this in such a fashion there. So something like that should be quite useful. Now let's hit it with all of this stuff. I'm pretty keen to get Chaos guys on here to start working on that piece. We will very much do the same thing with the rail. It might be overkill this, but I'd rather we have a bit of resilience in terms of that, and we can always do some other stuff in this area as well. So what I'm going to do for the time being, I'm going to suspend construction on these two sections, okay, and then I'll get the crews to construct from this side. That's generally what I'm going to try and achieve there. Oh, I also wanted to probably get that moving, and get that moving. So all of those are, in fact, now supposed to be working. And then we can slowly start our construction efforts in this area. But that should be quite useful. Excellent. Now, I wouldn't mind getting our... So this guy is... Wow, look how many work days that is. I swear I didn't pick up on the fact that it needed that many work days. Oh, there it was down there. It's only because it's maybe already underway. But anyway, we'll do that. It's going to ultimately be better. So we'll keep going on that. These are underway, right? It's got workers out there. It's got gravel out there. It's got asphalt. Asphalt's still a ways. But that's okay. We'll keep moving on some of these things. These roads, there's lots and lots of work happening. Look at this. All done. All done with that one. That's cool. All done with this. And we'll still need to plan out what's going on over here. Good stuff. There we go. Now, let me start doing a little bit more work over here. I was thinking we'll do a little something like that. We'll straighten this out a little bit over here because I do need, I think, more technical services in the area. So let's do that, and we'll assign and we'll get Kowski to start working on that. There's a lot going on, and then I would like to get some technical services out here, probably as big as we can get, to be honest. Some of these guys is probably what we need. Can I? Ooh, I might be able to squeeze this in. Oh, actually, that over there could work. And what we will do is we'll make a start on providing access this way, and we'll also provide access that way eventually. So let's do that. Let's get Kowski onto this one as well. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. So lots of different pieces underway while our money is still coming in piles. We're doing pretty well, and we're pretty stable at the moment. This is coming back up again. I like it. This is coming back up again. So we'll probably be sending a few less things out. Now, that's while that's underway, so many things that's currently under construction here. It's just about slowly moving the needle on all of it. Let's quickly go and have a look at what's the situation with our gravel. Oh, look at that. Already being dumped over here to make use of it. Our population is at 21,000, so it's pretty aggressive. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is let's load. Okay, pause it, load it when it is when it's over 80%, right? And so 80% of 40, 80%, ooh, yeah, so that's just like one truckload, to be honest. So that's really the issue here. But anyway, so if it's beyond, 80, 89 or whatever, just send it through, so we'll actually get a truck to now go out and load up on 8 tons of it. Oh, okay. So now it'll continue working, and we'll do a few more exports over there. So that's pretty good. How's our gravel doing? We're doing things as quickly as we can over here. We're really moving these trucks in. So we are trying to produce gravel at pace. But of course, we're moving lots and lots of gravel onto our road networks. I've built these things here. So let's quickly build the next section here. We'll get that piece of road assigned to Kowski to get that done. These sections are now done. I'm kind of tempted to start doing some of these other sections. I've got a depot over here. It's not too bad. I'm not opposed. This depot is not required anymore, so let's just demolish that. We'll clear it out. It's no longer required. We'll trim that back there. That's good. We'll leave the free one there. Let's have a quick look what's going on with our roads. Ah, beautiful. What I will... Oh, excellent. So now we're currently doing the asphalt thing and not the gravel thing. There's so much asphalt doing the rounds over here, and it does need workers to be delivered. We will need facilities over here. And so one of the things that I think we should do is just build some facilities over here. We've got the free one now, but what we may need is technical services. So, and we actually can put a free technical services vehicle one over here. So let's just do that while we maneuver through here. Let's grab a free technical services one. Oh, we can't build one because we've got too many free ones in use at the moment. So where are our? I've taken out any free technical. Oh, I think there's one over here. Might want to asphalt some more of these roads as well at some point in the future. Technical services. Do we have technical services? Oh, the other thing is I've got this guy ready to go. So let's grab one. Yeah, let's just grab ourselves a new vehicle over here, covered hull. Right, we'll just grab the big one big covered hull vehicle. And what we can do is we can do exports of electronics. So if it's got like 90% electronics, we can send out an export, and that would be the plan there. Wow, technical services. Got technical services over here, and you know what? Let's have a quick look. We should really not be using. Where are these vehicles? Anyway, I'll leave those vehicles in there. What I would want is this guy. Let's remove some of these. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll buy ourselves the new, hang on, 33, 50, 23, 43. So really it's these two. Let's buy two of them so that we get better plows going there. These guys, I'm going to sell all of them, please. So let's sell all these vehicles. They're not great. We'll remove this technical services office so we can use it somewhere else. Get rid of that. Clear out that little slither of road there. Thank you. And ultimately, you know what? I'm gonna do. Oh, we could. What I will do is let's assign ourselves a little bit of these guys. So let's do a little bit of work here. What's going on with our incline here? Okay, so let's stop worrying about that too much. There we go. There we go. There we go. So we'll go ahead and get that assigned. Get Kowski there. I don't think these. Okay, the one problem that we will have here is that there won't be any workers going in there, so we'll just have to quickly sort that out for ourselves. Well, for the time being, we will need to get workers up there, which they can quite comfortably do, like so. So now they should still be able to find themselves a few workers. There comes the snow. So the next thing I would want to do is we need to plan out our next 6 sections of mines, and I want to also plan out the rail, the mainline rail from here to go to the north to the new steel mill. So we'll just keep an eye on some of these things. How far is this heading? It's missing gravel. Yeah, that's fine. This should be under construction. Let's get Moderate Air to come and start work on this, because we want some more technical services in this area. We've got technical service there. We've got technical service here. How many vehicles do I have? Oh yeah, that's filled up quite nicely. Lots of technical services vehicles available in that location. And then the thing is, we need probably a little bit more technical services over here. So let's grab another technical services facility. something that's maybe a little smaller. Maybe that. Oh, no, I don't think those technical services actually work. So let's just grab ourselves a little piece like this. Oh, it won't be able to actually tie in there. So I can also get moderate air assigned to come over here, but we'll need to get this piece of stuff done first. So let's get that moving. Then I can get technical services to come up here with that new free one that I've got available. So I'll get them to come up here so we can just make sure that you actually move some of this stuff as well. So let's get me the free technical services spot. I'm going to do it kind of like that, and we'll go ahead and grab ourselves the snow plows, the big and scary ones, and we would like this to be extending 3 kilometers. So, ooh, only about there, is it? Jeez. That's difficult. Difficult to deal with. This guy is coming up a little section over here. We might need more. Anyway, we might just have to deal with snow on these roads. It's more for access than anything else. Okay, now what I wanted to do is I need okay, before we do the rail, let's have a quick look at where our new coal mines will have to go into. So let's have a look. So coal mines, iron mines, coal mines. It's never quite that easy. Coal over here. Okay. Oof. Super difficult to see. We've got some really good sources. Look at that guy. 50%. 50% is a good number, right? So we might add one in here. So there's one coal mine in there, so we'll need to just bear that in mind. Then I would like to add some extras. There's 30. Can we get something slightly better than that? Oh yes, we can get one over there. We might even be able to. Ooh. So if we do, just need to make sure that I might place them better. Ooh, there we go. All of these, 53, nice. Let's flip it around to the other side there. Even that one might get workers from over here. But we will obviously need to provide a lot more. Okay, so those 3 can give us about what? 50%? What is the value here? It's 60% here, and that gives us about 300 tons a day. So, yeah, let's say 250 tons of coal per each one of these is quite a lot. So that's good. That is good. And one steel mill. Okay, so 250, 250, 250. Let's just make it, 250 each. That gives us 750. So maybe another one to get us to 1,000. That takes us down to 500 tons of processed coal. Let's just see what that means for the steel mills. So if we wanted to use a steel mill, ooh, so that should almost be able to run all of these, all 4 of the steel mills. So certainly that's going to be a very good starting point, all of these mines. And we may even be able to get them all workers from this train station, which I like the idea of. So if we do from there to there, oof. That's a straight line and it's not going to get there. So we may have a look if we clear them out and we try from here to over there. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. So they won't get there. They just won't get there. It's just not close enough. Okay, well, let's double check that again. Let's try that again. So firstly, let's clear out this one. Let's clear out that one and we'll clear out that one and we'll try and get them a little bit closer. I had no idea we were all so close to this stuff. So let's try that one more time. If we're looking for coal, let's move this one A little bit this way. Yeah, that's good. Probably the road connection for this one is appropriate over here. Can we get... If we move that one, say over there. So we'll move it a little bit. Now, can we get something a little bit closer? Actually, that's pretty reasonable. 49% over here is pretty good. Let's flip it around. We'll get the road connection there. Excellent. And now, can we get something... So this was up at 47, right? So if we do... $45 over here, and shall we flip that around as well? Get the... actually... Yeah, depending on what we want to do with the rail. Yeah, let's flip it around. This way, and... Yeah, the road for these aren't necessarily great. So we'll also be able to expand that later if we wanted to do that. So, yeah, maybe another one. Let's put another one in there. And it'll obviously be the one that we build latest. Yeah, we don't have anything that's in a position where we're going to get a reasonable supply of coal. Plus, will we get? Yeah, I don't think this is way too far. We're not going to be able to get people to walk up there, even if we end up getting it squeezed in over here somewhere. I might add it there just for the sake of it. So what is our walking distance to there? That's 226. So basically, if we extend from there to there, I just want to measure it and see what that looks like. If we go and measure it from, sorry, let's clear all of that out. And if we measure from there to there, yeah, it's too far. Maybe if we go straight line, yeah, if we tunnel, we might be able to do it. Let's clear it out quickly and see if we straight line from there to there, we might get it. We might just get it. So that's okay. Let's leave that one there. That's probably going to be the last one we're actually going to build. But that's I'm quite happy with this setup. Now, from there, we will need to provide ourselves. And what I'll do is I'll do a big storage facility over here so we can fill that one up with nice big aggregates. So aggregate storage, the biggest we can have, I think, is this guy at 5,000 tons of coal ore. Ooh, we've got some super sizable bulk cargo warehouse port. What does that look like? Sorry, I'm just going to quickly go over to the... it's not something we're going to use, right? But can't build on the water. Oh, that's interesting. No, I think that's just a weird mod that doesn't actually include any actual stuff there. But anyway, that's okay. These things are... Look at this thing. Yeah, but what we want is something that's pretty sizable. I mean, we could build something like this. What is this thing going to cost us? It's 40,000 tons of coal ore compared to this one, which is 5,000 tons. I think 5,000 tons is going to be plenty. I think 5,000 tons is going to be plenty. So what I'll do is we'll try and get this one to go somewhere over here. Just move it out of the way a tad. Oh, we actually have some vehicles available. So let's do that. Okay, now the idea here is We will probably need to tie in each one of them separately to make sure that we're getting the appropriate capacity. So what I'll do is I'll do something like this. And we'll try and make it nice and square. Aha, here we go. That's probably plenty good over there. Just maybe bring it out a little bit this way. So that we'll do something like that, and then we'll bring this thing back down again, and we'll flip it around. Well, we'll see about that. That's probably going to be sufficient here. We will need a road connection out this way, and then ultimately we will need, let's not get too crazy there. Let's raise it up as best we can. And we'll do that. So that gives us an enormous amount of coal that can come in through there. Then what we'll need to do is now we've got, let's say we've got about 1,000 tons of coal ore per day, which we need to process. So let's have a look at what that processing step looks like. So coal processing, not interested in that. That's not quite right. This is probably the one that I'm after. So 3 of them will kind of do the trick, right? Yeah, so about 3 of these guys is what we're after. Yeah, about 3 of these guys. So what we'll need to do, we can pull 3 out here quite comfortably. So let's do. Let's just do this. So that's kind of what we're going to do here. So let's do, and I want to be able to put some big things in here. Let's do something like that. Okay, that's good. That'll give us a hell of a lot. And now we're going to obviously do something something very similar over here. But we might put it off to the one side. Let's just have a quick look what our... So if we're going to run our guys through here, yeah, that's probably about right. So if we do it somewhere like this, we should be able to do proper loading here as well. Okay, so let's do that. Just want to make sure our main line might come all the way down here, so we may have to put in a little bit of an extra facility. Well, we can comfortably add something in there. So let's do that. I think that's okay. That's reasonable. And what we will want to do is probably get ourselves a road. That does that because it may require, these guys don't need a lot, so we may get a bus station or something actually in here. In terms of bus stations, I don't think we need anything major because we're just going to drop guys off here. So maybe, is it going to be probably something like this? If we do that, oh my goodness, I'm a little worried. What's burning? Oh, here they come. Excellent. Wow, plenty of vehicles are arriving to fix that up. That's good. This refinery doesn't actually do anything, just by the way. We don't actually use it anymore. So that's all good. So that's something like that. I will at the same time just make sure that we do fairly square connections out of there. And similarly there, just so that we... Oh, don't do that. Bring it just a tad out there, and then we'll do that. There we go. That's the kind of connection that I'm after. This will provide access to... actually, now that we talk about it, maybe we'll do that. And we'll do this. There we go. Now, what we will need to do is I just need to make sure that we are setting up proper facilities here. We're miles away from building any of this stuff, by the way. So the idea here is that we will probably go with the highest option. Actually, maybe that's the connection that we're after. Okay, so let's do one there. Maybe one there, and we'll do ooh, not bad. Just make sure that we'll do one here. There we go. So that should work. Let's just make sure they all kind of tie up there. Okay, and that one's in there too. Let's actually get all of that sorted out. That's fine. We will need to provide kind of road connections through here. Something through here maybe. We'll be able to do something like that. We should be able to find a bit of a actually might be able to do this instead. Okay, that's good. That's good. And then these need to tie in on this side. So there we go. So that's pretty good. Now we also want to do it on the other side again. So what we'll do is we'll just go highest we can. And we'll do that. Yeah, that's okay. We'll do... Can we... Come on, can we find that connection to work? Oh, yes, we can. I believe we'll be able to get that to work. And look at this. Look at that. Oh, there we go. So this is going to feed in at a pretty substantial rate into that one. And then what we need to do is provide ourselves with some loaders for trains. But yeah, that's going to be pretty substantial then. I want to make sure that we've got all of our connections working. Yeah, that should work. That should work. That should work. That should work. And that should work. Nice. All of that is fine. We'll need these connections to work as well, but I'm pretty comfortable that they're okay. So this is a pretty substantial mining and then processing facility where we've got a bus station here that's going to provide the workers. These guys don't need tons of workers, right? Let's just double check that. They need 25 workers. That's okay. So that's 75 workers. That's definitely a bit of a bus connection. We may want to put a rail piece in here. We may want to plan for that. But what we need first is let's quickly grab ourselves an aggregate loading, train aggregate loading. Probably the biggest. Yes, look at this. Look at this. And what I want to do here is I want to make sure there's plenty of loading capacity to work with. So we've got 4. I think we can we? Well, if we connect 3 of them, I think that's going to kind of be sufficient. And I don't think we need any others in there because we won't be able to. Okay, so that's fine. So let's do this. I believe Okay, guys, I had a little bit of a crash, but I'm back. I had to just fix up some of the things again, but I think we're all in place now, and now I've added this train aggregate loading facility. So we've got 6 vehicles here. I've put 3 conveyors in there, which is about the same as coming in. So we should be able to run full tilt on this thing most of the time. What I'd also do is I'll add a passenger platform. Have I paused the game? Yeah, I've actually paused the game. I'll add a passenger platform. I'm going to end the episode soon. So I'll add a passenger platform that's kind of giving me just a little bit more room. Now, I probably don't need a significant one. So let's just go with something like with this that we've... Oh, no, that's cargo. Passenger. 4 citizens. 4 citizens. Yeah. That's... Geez, crazy. So 4 citizens, I don't need a big station like that. No way. But what I will grab is maybe something like this. So we've already kind of established that we're using these kind of things. If we do it over here somewhere, we should be able to get workers to a number of different locations. The question is how we're going to make use of that. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to spend a few more minutes just quickly. Let's get those things in place. So now, here's the road. Okay, so we're pretty close to the road here. Now, I'm quickly going to have a look. I'm going to keep it paused just for a second while we quickly have a look at our rail connections. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do a spur off of here somewhere. Well, it's not a spur. This is going to be the main line. We may then provide an access into here so that we can actually get vehicles to get into there, because we want to bring oil in from the other side, and oil's going to want to unload in this area. Now, so let's see about that. It's a little difficult to see stuff. So ideally, let's put on these things. Okay, so ideally, so that's a little bit of a... Ideally, I would like to have it done after that so that we can construct from here at a reasonable level. So if we maybe do something like that, right? Can we... So let's make a start on that. What we'll do is I'll trim these away. So it is going to be... Oh, we need a little bit more room here. If we were, yeah, let's get ourselves a little bit more room here. If we were to, so if we were to do that, we need even more room. So let's trim those 2 back again. So I'm even going to do... That's not ideal, right? By any stretch of the imagination, that's not ideal. Wow. Even that's not quite working just yet. So ideally, we would actually want to pull that off a little bit further away. But I want to make sure we get that in there. So I may come back and kind of redo some of this in the future. Oh crap! I lost that. I didn't think I was gonna get that lost. Oh, hang on. We get something in there. It's a little tight though, but so if we then say we're coming up here, right? So, oh, that's not bad. I'm not too opposed to this. And then what we'll do is we might be able to get that to work a little better if we plan it out from this side. Yes. Look, we don't need this to be... This will be a... Well, it will be used, but hopefully it's not going to be... and we can also then do a little section through there to get it onto the other one. That's okay. It's okay. That's okay for now. So that's not an ideal alignment. And then let's get this to go up there. Okay, and we'll try and keep it as straight and smooth as possible. It is going up the hill here, but it's fairly mild. Now, the idea that I had is to potentially run it in through here, probably on the outside of this, to be honest. So that we could also come back in here and have this guy come back out as well. So what I was thinking is we would need to do this. Okay, let's get the main line through first, and then we'll come back and talk business on the other side of things. I may get it to just come down here a little bit. We'll give ourselves a little bit more room. Something like this. And now, well, what I had in mind is for us to do something like that. Or would I, hang on, might be easy. If we do that, it will, these guys will be able to come. Yeah, no, let's not get do funny things like that. Let's try this again by just quickly placing in this section in here. And then out of here, we'll do the same thing. And what you can do is you can do that. So we'll happily tie ourselves in like so. Okay, so that means these guys can unload workers over here, and they can't come back out unless we do that, which I think is going to be okay. It's okay. Just do a little bit of this. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's going to be fine. We'll do that so that now you can actually participate in that loop. You can come in here. You can go through there and you can come back out that way. Yeah, that's going to work as well. What I might do is I might also just quickly add a few signals like this. Let's just add yeah, that's okay. These guys are all signal controlled, so we're okay. We should be fine until we start building. We'll have some issues here. Now, I'll quickly do one more little loop through here, and then we'll see how we go from there. So what we'll need now, and this is a road that's actively being built at the moment, so we're probably going to see about getting the rail to cross here, but we'll have to bring some stuff up. So let's leave that one in place here, but we'll need to slowly bring that up so that the rail can ultimately cross that road. Probably would have done the road instead. Let's just put that in like so at the moment. Now, what I would like us to do is probably not have them come in on that side, have them come in on this side. So we'll have them come out. We'll have them come straight out into one. Right, so let's do this. We'll do that, and you'll do that. Thank you. And at the same time, I may get you to just run. So, okay, then you need to come out from here. Yeah, I'm going to do this. So let's try and get it fairly parallel up there. That's the plan. Try and get you to go, yeah, in there and in there. So that's going to be a pretty, I hope that block is going to work. And now we'll give ourselves a bit of a teardrop on this side. Oh, actually, this guy should be able to run through here. Oh, beautiful. Let's do that. Let's trim this guy back up to about there, and I think that would actually work. Excellent. Yeah, that's going to be fine. And there's these guys. We'll need to do a little something like this. Those turns are a little bit too sharp. So that's okay. We'll finish that off. This guy should be able to spur off of here and run in there, and then these guys should be able to spur off of there to run up there. Actually, that's brilliant. That's going to give us great amounts of room here. Excellent. Let's just finish that little section off there. Perfect. There we go. We'll tie that in, and that's going to be like a little one-way loop. Now, my question is, do I... Yeah, I don't know. That one goes in there. So the question is really, do we potentially do... this... try and get this intersection a little bit closer together. I'm tempted to try and do that instead. So let's do that. Let's quickly just try that. Okay, trim that back to maybe there. Okay, so from there, we would like to run you probably like this, right? Let's just do this. Because I want to actually try and... Yeah, that's not quite right. Let's trim this back just a tad. Okay, so let's do that, and we'll do this, and then what we'll do is we'll have that section in over there. So now, can I just do that? Perfect. And can we get this? That's a little too tight. We don't need it as tight as that. If we do something like that, it's just going to be one big intersection, right? I think that's okay. I think that's okay. But what we can do is we can probably make this a little bit more natural now. Have that run out from from there somewhere. Yeah, look at that. So that's looks a little bit more natural now. In and out into that direction. These are a little tighter, but it's at least the intersection is not too bad. And then what we can do is we'll trim that teardrop back a little bit, teardrop, and we'll put ourselves on that journey out that way. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's actually pretty cool. And that's now gonna, we can now trim these things back because we don't need them to really go out all this far. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna spend 2 more minutes to quickly finish this off. So first thing is from here, we do that, tie that in, come on. So something like this is probably about right. We're going to trim that back just a tad. That should work. There we go. And then we get one in out here. That should work. Excellent. And we'll get one out. Come on, over there. And that should work. Perfect. So that actually works, I think, reasonably well. What we could also do is we could also get this one to come over here instead. We'll do about that much, and then what we'll do is we'll naturally just tie that one in there. That's a little bit more natural. So there we go. That's another setup. I'll need to finish off the rest of that, but that would work. Give us some workers and all kinds of things. We can actually probably need a fire station in here and a few other bits and pieces that we can put into this area. But here we can come and load significant amounts of coal once it's been processed, mined and processed. So we can deliver workers over here, and we can deliver workers over there, and we can pick up our coal and get that onto the main line fairly effectively over here. It is probably will get a little bit busy here, but I'm kind of comfortable with what we're seeing there. I might actually curl these around so it looks quite awesome there, but it might be overkill yet again. But actually here we're probably going to move significant amounts. So guys, a long episode. We had a bit of a crash there and a lot of planning in terms of our coal space. We are building away over here. That's good. We're building some other stuff over here. There's a lot happening. Is that actually, we've got one of our big cranes here that was obviously delivered by the helicopters. The first time I've ever seen that in action. And the rest is kind of doing its thing. Oh, look at that. We're across the bridge. Oh, I love it. We're across the bridge. I probably will slow it down a little bit over here and start working these guys up here instead. Probably do a bit of work there, a bit of work here instead of continuing that section through there. This is going along. There's a piece of work here that's not actually underway. These roads are being built. I should probably check from the other border as well. But guys, lots happening. But I'm quite excited to see what we do with this. We could do something slightly better here, but I think we're all good, to be honest, in terms of just making sure that everything works together in this area. And we can probably need to tie in some road connections. We'll get a road crossing here. And we'll need to get a few more road connections to work through this area. We'll need water and power and firefighting skills all ready to go in this area. So guys, again, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.